themselves. But we are very pleased to be here with you today.
Your Majesty, it is a great honor to meet you. And thank you so much for making time. We know it's a very busy schedule, but you made time to meet us, so we are very grateful. My name is Kyabazinga, and I'm here the PA country representative. Thank you.
Your Majesty, my name is Jessica Keeley, and I lead the health program for the United States Agency for International Development, which is known as USAID. So thank you.
Your Majesty, my name is Judy Tukwamana.
Baba, I want but let me speak English for the sake of others, and I want to learn the Soga and speak the Soga. I'm Sarah. I work in UNIS.
Your Majesty, it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Barbara Asire. I work with UNICEF.
Your Majesty, good morning. My name is Teddy Chimurwa, and I work with UNESCO in Uganda. Thank you.
Baba Sangairo Kubona. Amaina gange neze Florence mpakula Kitagwawo nkolera mu UNFPA.
Your Majesty, good morning. My name is Fiona Mado. I work with the USAID Social Behavior Change Activity.
Thank you.
Baba, nze Musalo Ali Baluma kuva ku Uganda, tuli basimu kubanga tuli.
His Highness, I'm Dr. Elisa Roberts. I work with USAID, Uganda Health Activity, a program that works in 7 regions, including Lusaka. Thank you.
Your Highness, I'm Dr. I work for WHO, work in the area of Southern
Good morning, Your Royal Highness. My name is Francis Enwa. I work with United Nations Population 5. Sexual Reproductive Health, UNDP.
Good morning, Your Majesty. Patrick Komakech, I work for USAID for family health programs.
Baba Sangairo Kubona, Debarika Paul Godeke, now called USAID Social Media Change Activity.
Good morning, Your Majesty. My name is Mpumbwa Alan, and I work with Social Media Change Activity.
Baba Sangairo Kubona, I'm Emmanuel Kayoko. I also work with USAID Social Media Change Activity, and our role is to support public health programming in the country, ensuring that promote social behavior change. Thank you very much.
Coffee. That's what it means. Coffee is no longer just a plant in Uganda. It's a cultural plant. We use it when you eat coffee and you take water. Even if it's an introduction, you would have been born in that family. Thank you very much. And the way we do it, you use both hands. And whatever you pick, you must eat and finish. So you can pick one. Both hands, one and one. And then we are home and dry. Water, protocol, take over. You can come with the water. This is yours now. I handle. Take the water, please.
nga bw'oli kubona ebirijja mu maiso tukaali mu lubiri egenge era nga baba asiimye yagendewazaako abagenyi okuva mu kitongole ekya UNAIDS. Katuukiro mu kwogera kwe mu ebyo byabaye ali kwogera abooluganda era twetaaga ogemagana kale yakoba nti ng'akabonero oba akalombolombo oba akamaniso ak'oluganda era n'okwisanya baleese emwani twasobola okuba nga tulya ku mwani era tunwani ku lwendo lw'amaadi kubanga katuukire mu kwogera kwategeezezza nti ffe eno mu byobuwangwa byaffe omuntu bweda n'akukyalira oba n'agenewala nairayo ng'azira kyaliire emikisa giri ku kikumi nti ayinza obutayira. Kale baba yasiima yagabula ku abagenyi abakyaire mu lubiri abaidya embuga yabagabula ku olwendo lw'amaadi awalala n'emwani abasoga bali ku Baba TV mukiridi nti ako kamaniso oba kabonero akalaga obwaseruganda era n'okukolera agalala. So abantu bano nga bwe baidye okuba nti baidye okukolera agalala n'obwa Kyabazinga obwa Busoga. Kale nekyo kyoli kubona ejja mu maiso nga abantu balya ku mwani era buli omu aliire ku emwani eyo ng'akabonero akalaga nti tuyikirizaganye okolera abalala. Kale tuireyo era ow'ekitiibwa Katuukiro ayongera okuba nga atwongera mu maiso n'ensonga nga bwe kutambula.
I think as we do this, this man here is a Musoga, but he knows that he calls himself what? He calls himself Omusoga Omucholi. Yeah, we are proud to be that. Let me also take this opportunity to introduce to you very important people here. This is a brother to the king. This man has introduced himself. This is my minister who I appoint to take care of the king. Fortunately, she's also my daughter and a brother to my wife. A wife to my brother. It tells you I cannot hand over the king to somebody I'm not sure of. This is the minister in charge of the youth, where all our problems are. This lady here is a personal assistant to the Prime Minister. She's like my handbag. I also sit with her at NPA. We mix those roles. They are called the TV of the kingdom. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor, first and foremost. In culture, I am the only person who can introduce the king. In culture. And this cultural institution is based on law. Today, I have the honor to introduce to you His Royal Highness William Wilberforce Nadiope. We can add Bwamichi the fourth. It is from him that we derive our power. Our forefathers found it fit not to allow His Majesty to manage the non-royals. It is my responsibility to manage all non-royals in this kingdom on his behalf and do all the clean work that makes his reign a success. Your Majesty, let me take this opportunity to thank you for giving me the opportunity of becoming the 8th Prime Minister of this kingdom. And I am so proud to be here. The other day I was being accused, Your Majesty. I was on TV and I was asked, between NPA and Busoga, what would you choose? And I chose Busoga. Because in NPA I am a servant. In Busoga I have been given power to almost be next to royal. So we want to thank you, sir, for giving us these offices. I want today to introduce to you our guests. They have all been introduced. I have the list, the full list, which I'm going to hand over to you, sir. I just simply want to say 3 or 4 things. One, that all power of the kingdom belongs to the king. What we all do, he is the only legal position of the kingdom. What we do as the administrators of the kingdom is by power of attorney from the king. So every time we deal with you, be mindful of the fact that the power we represent is not ours, it is the power of His Majesty, the King. And it is a pleasure that this time you're interacting with the King, from whom we derive our authority. It is very critical legally. They don't sue me, they sue the King. Even when I'm appearing in court, I have to get powers of attorney from him to speak on his behalf. So I needed this to be very clear. As we go into this relationship, we need to understand it very well. The power of the king in this kingdom is a power of convening. I don't think anybody else in this country has powers the king has to convene anybody in this kingdom. That I can assure you. We've taken time to build this power, and we think it is time for our partners to use this power to achieve development goals of this country. The power that the king yields is a power of emotions. It's now our responsibility to direct those emotions to development. When the king speaks to us, he doesn't request, he orders. And when the king orders, you must oblige. That is in our culture. If he appointed me prime minister and I rejected, I don't think I will stay in this kingdom. My family name will go. That's how powerful this position that you are meeting today is. And knowing that you are in development, I can assure you that you are in the right place to affect the hearts and the minds of the people of Busoga. Context. A lot of our development work is not working because we miss the context. In Busoga, we don't welcome people from outside criticizing us. But he has the power to criticize us, and we will keep quiet. I can tell you that every time I go to functions, I am the only person who speaks when everybody is quiet, because I'm carrying the power of the king. So we want to welcome you. We want to wish you all the best. We want to tell you that this kingdom is here to work with you. And the king has directed me to inform you that he has formed the Kyabazinga initiative. And that Kyabazinga initiative is his initiative. He will be fully in charge to dispense of any projects, any strategic interventions for the good of the people of Busoga. Kyabazinga, let me report to you. Just last week, I decided to drive myself, and it is not very welcome in Busoga to see me driving. But I thought I should drive myself and see. And I went to one of the rural areas, and that is Kagumba, after Balawoli, towards Namasagari. And this is what I saw, that we have done so well, but early pregnancy is still eluding us. While we were growing up, at 6 o'clock we would be moving back home. But I drove at 7 and 8 and found that young children were now coming into the center, commercial centers. And each of them were in pairs, not with the fellow girls, but with another opposite sex. So I decided, Your Highness, to go to the maternity home to just cross-check what is happening with the mothers who are pregnant. And of the 400, 40 were below 16. And of the 40, 10% had HIV. So, Your Majesty, this report is to you. You have all the power. You can mobilize the churches. You can mobilize the mosques. You can mobilize your homes. You can mobilize the clans for us to achieve that potential from the young girls that we need. I want to welcome you. Feel free. I will not speak again. I have already told you about the initiative. Anything we do, we will do through the initiative. The king himself is here. And now I'm going to hand over to you, our guests, to speak to the king. And it will be interactive. And from this day on, I will be the MC. I thank you.